to refugees, a couple of things. First, as I said, this is the largest refugee crisis in Europe since World War II. The numbers are staggering. And of course, what gets lost sometimes behind these numbers are the real lives that are at stake and that are being changed, maybe not forever, but are being changed in profound ways. I saw some of that firsthand when I was on the border between Poland and Ukraine with a number of you just a couple of weeks ago, talking to people who had made the journey across the border looking for safety in the face of this Russian onslaught. And in many cases, most cases, women and children, the men staying behind to fight. And we see the impact, of course, in Ukraine. We see the impact on neighboring countries, Poland, Moldova, Romania, others, that are taking in very large numbers of refugees. The generosity, I think, is extraordinary. But the numbers are growing. The challenge is growing. I was on a call, a video conference this morning with our G7 partners. And this is one of the things that we talked about, having a coordinated approach to dealing with and helping refugees coming over. The United States is already and will remain the largest provider of humanitarian assistance to Ukraine. Part of the package that is in the supplemental includes about $4 billion in humanitarian assistance. And that will go both directly to Ukraine. It will also go to neighboring countries and others, and Ukrainians outside of Ukraine to support them. Second, we are working closely with UNHCR to see how we can support this effort. Finally, we're looking at things that we can do ourselves and do directly. For example, looking at steps we may be able to take on family reunification and other things that we can do to be supportive and to really take part in this effort. Last thing I'll say is this. And of course, there is the refugee referral process, but that takes time. But if people apply for refugee status and seek to come to the United States, of course, we will take referrals. But we're looking at steps that we can take in the near term. Last thing is this. I think what we're seeing, at least initially, is that so many people coming out of Ukraine understandably want to stay close to home. They hope, we hope, that they'll be able to return home as soon as possible. They also want to stay close to home because, as I said, in many cases it's women and children who have left behind spouses, husbands, fathers, brothers, and they want to be reunited as quickly as possible. So they want to stay as close as possible. But as this, and if this goes on, as the numbers increase, as the burden increases for European partners, we will certainly do everything we can to help. So I suspect we'll have more to say on this in the coming days. It's something we're very focused on right now.